Yo, what up, guys? I know I haven't been on vlogs or podcasts in a while, and I do apologize for that a lot. But it's been crazy. I'll give you guys a quick update. If you guys are just tuning in for the video, it's not going to be like a crazy entertaining video. I promised you guys I would do a Q&A, so this is a Q&A right here. If you guys want to be more entertained with like Primal Garage or car stuff or drifting stuff or vlog stuff, there's a lot. I think I have like 1,000 videos on the channel now. And that's not even all of it. I think I've done over probably 1,800 videos in total on YouTube that are some listed and not listed. And I've had more than 2 channels. So my history of YouTube goes quite far. I think like 10 years. So we're going to jump right into the Q&A, and then I'll segue into kind of updates for you guys and what's going on. So if you guys are tuning in, thank you so much for watching. Sorry about the podcast. It's been so crazy here. But let's take the first Q&A question. Q&A question is basically what I just said. All right. So the first one is from Christian, Instagram handle ROQUE_Christian. Any advice for someone like myself wanting to start a podcast? Where to start and how? Okay, that's a good one. That could be its own video. Podcasts, you have to think about what kind of topic you guys want to focus on. For me, it's more about highlighting people who are around that have done interesting things in life, because I believe everyone has a very good story in life, and a lot of people who sit down with me all say, dude, what do I talk about? What can I talk about for an hour? And I'm like, well, you'll be surprised of how much you've gone through in life, that when you actually start talking to somebody that wants to hear it and ask good questions, you can tell your story really well. Because you guys know my story, right? Grow up poor, blah, blah, able to kind of make it now. But a lot of people have the same story. It's just they're not able to tell it in a way where people can understand it. And I meet a lot of people are like, they either had kids really early, which is really hard, or they grew up really poor. Some people I've met are homeless and able to pull out of it, but they've never sat down to tell the story. So you guys got to figure out what kind of podcast you want to do. I like pulling stories out of people so they can tell other people to motivate them. For you guys who are doing podcasts, just think of what you like. If you're passionate about something, you can talk about it for an hour. That's the podcast genre you want to do. As for like platforms and stuff, there's so many things on Google. Just type in like podcast software. I use GarageBand on mine, so I record everything on GarageBand. I send it through audio check, so that way the levels are good, and I upload to a host. So there's a bunch of different ways. That's like a really long video. But I think the first thing before thinking about all the software is think about what you guys want to talk about, because that gets really hard. To talk for an hour on something you don't like gets really freaking hard. All right, next question. Let me see, I'm reading it on my iPhone. From a lit Heverage. I'm not sure what that says. What is the total cost or total maintenance cost for all your cars? Holy crap. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. You should always know your bills. But it's a lot. I would say to be safe, it'd be in the thousands of dollars a month to keep all the cars, because we have a total of about I think 7 cars. So you figure insurance and maintenance, registration is a lot. Insurance is okay because I have so many cars and I'm a bit older now, so it's not as bad. So it's kind of expensive. So I would say if you guys are looking for doing a lot of car stuff, make sure you guys have a budget for all the cars, because insurance and registration is the killer. Maintenance is not so bad because if you don't drive a bunch, it's not going to be a huge problem. All right, so next question. How would you have, from L.S.9.0, how would you advise someone to start making clothes with no specific skills? Okay. No skills means you just have never learned. That's it. The guys will ask me here at the office all the time, is it hard? Like, let's say we do something. Is it hard, right, Mike? Now, let's say if we try something new, and one of the new projects we're working on, I'll let you know. If we try something new, is it hard, Mike? It's like, nothing is hard. It's just you haven't learned yet. So once you learn, you can figure out the correct ways to do things, the correct process. Once you find the correct process, you can find the correct procedure. Google, I can't tell you guys enough. Google and YouTube are your friends. I learned everything on Google and YouTube. It's crazy. When I bought my house, I didn't know what escrow was, right? And I talked about this in a podcast. And I had to Google it, and I finally learned. I didn't know how to edit videos or edit photos. I learned. And then when I was designing clothes, at first I was trying to look for an artist, but I realized artists are really expensive. So I learned how to design clothes. And I learned on a program called Illustrator. And then later I learned Photoshop. And then I learned how to edit videos, which I learned on probably Movie Maker in high school. And then I moved over to iMovie, which is free on Macs. And then I decided to get real fancy, and I had a Mac ready, so I got Final Cut Pro. And Final Cut Pro 10 is freaking amazing. It's really easy to use. So for clothes, to answer the question, Google, YouTube will be your friend. You just gotta want it so bad. And I know it's like a cookie cutter answer, but if you guys want something so bad, you're gonna figure out how to do it. You don't need a specific skill for designing clothes at all. It's just the willingness to learn. Tools wise, you do need a computer, obviously, but computers are pretty cheap now, and software is pretty cheap. To actually print clothes, you can always intern or work at a shop that will teach you how to work print clothes, but you have to buy equipment. So the answer there is no specific skills means you just haven't learned. You can do it. Trust me. Who's this next person? Oh, let me just segue to answering you guys questions about where the hell I've been. Man, things have been really, really complicated here. A lot of moving parts at HQ now. We have obviously Tuner Crate going on. We have everything else going on. And then if you guys have been watching, I picked up a Tesla Model S recently as a project car. And I haven't talked about it too much besides it's kind of our work car that we've been using for details. So we've been doing detail work, like car wash, a waterless car wash. And it's been our workhorse. So we've been taking on deliveries. I've been delivering to fans a lot. Just a huge thank you to you guys. And then so the project Tesla Model S, we've been calling it Tesla Project S, is we're going to be bagging it. So if you guys are watching this far, 7 minutes in-ish to the video, we're going to be bagging the S. As of right now that I know, there's no bagged, like truly bagged air management system for a Tesla S. There's like company air ride systems that lower and lifts it just for like curbs and driveways. But people put it on coilovers or cup kits, but like how you guys see my two cars, my WRX and my GTR, completely bagging it. We don't know if there's one out there. There's one that people think it is, but I asked the owner and I asked the shop that did it, and they said no, it's on coilovers. It's just really low all the time. Static life. I can't do it. So Icebox Customs, Lorenzo and I are collaborating on this little project. It's going to be kind of expensive, so I'm not sure how I'm going to fund this project because YouTube is not like our main thing anymore. We don't make much or any money on it. So I may figure out something creative to kind of like get that project going for all of us. But that's what's been going on. So I've been worrying about that, Tuner Crate, and then really trying to spend a lot of time with Aaliyah. I mean, I love that little girl. So really, really trying to spend a lot of time with her. All right, next question. Will you do commentaries again? Okay, commentaries. Holy crap. And this question is from some Cal Oliver. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Commentaries, man. So commentaries, and if you guys are wondering why did I stop doing commentaries, and if we go back in history in 2015 or so, I did commentaries and they were the big hit for my channel. Before commentaries, I did a lot of random videos, just random. Smurfinwrx was just a name, but it was not a car channel. It was just Smurfing was blue and WRX is what I bought. And I made a lot of random stuff. Like I did Adobe Illustrator After Effects, or I did Adobe After Effects stuff. I did skits with my buddy Henry. And then I started doing some car stuff, but that was after the fact of doing everything else. And I did how-to videos, which some of the most popular ones were my cob intake installs, my short shifter install, my bushing install, the arrow install, and then I did what I did, plastic was huge for me. So I did a lot of work on my car initially. And then roughly around 2015, I had this random idea to do commentaries because my humor is freaking off. It's weird. So I did commentaries and it went crazy. I mean, videos were hitting 1,000,000 views, hitting a few 100,000 views. And I stopped after months of doing it and growing. Oh man, I grew exponentially. I grew like 300,000 subscribers within like less than a year. I grew really fast. It was crazy. But I stopped because I was using other videos to commentate over it, right? And for the Fair Use Act, I am okay to do it. Like I am okay to do it as a way of reposting it. But what was wrong with this was companies would buy the rights to it and then claim the rights to the video. Then I'd get a strike on my channel. So at one point, I had 2 strikes on my channel. It freaking sucked. And then those eventually went away after a lot of disputes, but it was so risky for my channel, I decided to stop it completely. Now, YouTube supposedly protects you on this, but it takes a lot of time and money in order to get it like retracted. And I figured it wasn't worth the risk anymore. So YouTube's never been my full-time gig. But it became like a money maker where I was definitely making money on it and it was really worth creating content on it. And creating content was all by accident. I just wanted to do it because I wanted to create a positive environment for people to watch car videos, watch how-tos, get instructions without getting like that judgmental forum-based feeling. But then they started making money. So I was like, oh shit, okay, let me go ahead and just focus on this a little bit more. And then I quit all my jobs and then I focused on YouTube. I did YouTube and I did business, but YouTube was not my full-time, so I was still doing business before YouTube. But I stopped commentaries because it got really risky and I was really in jeopardy of getting my channel shut down. Before Patreon existed, YouTube was the only way to make money online with videos through like media, right? The biggest way to make money on videos was YouTube at the time. And now with resources like Patreon, like I've been watching a lot of commentary channels now, and there's like this police shooting commentary video called Donut Media. Freaking funny ass guy. And he'll do controversial topics, but YouTube will demonetize this stuff because it's not safe for advertisers. So what he does is he has a Patreon that allows him to still fund his channel and his time in order to make content for you guys. So that's kind of like one of the ideas I had for this year is like people are always asking for commentaries and I feel bad for not doing it because I guess people get my humor, but I risk my channel getting shut down if I try to monetize it. So I don't know what you guys think, but leave in the comments below if seriously, I kind of need your input on this because I've been battling this Patreon thing for like the last year or two, if I should do it. And I think it's kind of reaching to that point is if I'm able to create content knowing that you guys want to watch, but YouTube won't pay, how do I compensate for the time that I'm spending? You know, it's like, it's work. Like you work and then you get paid. It's really weird. I don't know, but Patreon's kind of been a thing with everybody. So I'm kind of considering it. It'll be more than just commentaries. I'll give you guys some more vlogs and some freebies for all my Patreon supporters. Don't have one yet. Maybe I'll make one at the end of this video. Most likely be called Smurfinwrx. I don't know. I'll pop it up on the screen if I do. But serious note, let me know in the comments below if it's a good idea or not. Enough of a segue. Let's get back to the Q&A. Appreciate you guys still watching. We're about 13 minutes into the video. I'm trying to keep it kind of short. Let's see. Let's see who is next. Oh, okay. Hold on. You guys have interesting names. Chrisanne _Diz. We'll be making a YouTube channel for Aaliyah. She's so adorable. Thank you. Aaliyah is freaking adorable. Don't know how she got so cute from my genes. I really, really want to create her a YouTube channel because a lot of kids are doing it these days, and it's less about making sure she makes money on it and less about making her famous. It's more of like, which is why, if you guys watch my channel, I vlog a lot of family stuff because I think I could get it from my parents. My parents did a lot of home videos of me up to when I was into my early teens. And it for me, when I watch it, I'm like, holy crap, I have video documentation of my dad when he was 30 and I'm 31. So my dad, I think he was in the video, I think he's 32. But I get to see my dad at my age now. And it's so amazing to see my parents so young. And my parents are in their 60s now. And I got to see my dumbass running around like a little kid. And I actually have those home videos, by the way. Oh, you know what? That'd be cool. My Patreon guys will get to see my old home videos. That's super personal to me. That's actually a really cool idea. Okay, yeah, I have those on DVD. We took it on VHS. Are you guys old enough to know VHS? We took it off VHS and put it on DVD to recover it. And I think they have like a 28-year lifespan for the VHS strip, reaching to that point. So some of it were bad, but we got to recover a lot of them. So maybe that'll be a good Patreon one. Actually, that might be a really good one, actually. But yeah, I want to document Aaliyah's progress, and I've been doing a lot on Snapchat and Instagram, and I've been doing a lot on my channel. Having her own channel would be really cool. I think it'll be an interesting way to show people Aaliyah's development, because I think, and I'm super biased because I'm her dad, but I think she's smarter or like more advanced than kids her age, I think. From just all the research I've been doing, I took psychology and child development in college, and I went through all my old books and readings, and I've seen that her milestones are way ahead of schedule. So her speech is really, really good, and her cognitive skills and awareness is really good. So I think she's super ahead, which is really good. Definitely didn't get it from me because I'm not the smartest one out there. So I kind of want to create a channel to kind of like show my parenting techniques or our parenting techniques to help mold this brain of hers. A lot of it is probably genetics, but a lot of it is nurture too. Like we definitely push knowledge into her head as much as we can in a very creative, fun way. So yes, the question is yes, or the answer is yes to your question. I want to create a channel for her very, very bad. Just got to take some time. I can barely keep it with my own channel, which freaking sucks. It's hard. Joseph, I see you comment all the time. Did you see Robbie D's new front bumper? I don't think Robbie D has a new front bumper. I think he's still bumperless, unless he's holding secrets for me. Yeah. Sean Paul 254. Ever thought about coming to Kenya? I've never thought about going to Kenya, but I would love to travel the world one day. If I could travel everywhere in the world and be a travel vlogger only, I will one day. And if dreams come true, maybe I'll get old enough and not too old to travel and just do that for my entire life. I really wish. Young ST3F. Penis. That's all he said. So, penis. Caleb _SCHN. What are all the companies you have started? Oh, crap. I don't know. Let's see. Tuna Crate, Primal, Tiger Tires, JDM Brand. I've created a lot, and a lot of them failed. Did eBay stores, Amazon stores, which they were actually pretty good. I did Phantom Concealment, which is a gun holster store. Anti-Hangry, which didn't work out very well. I'm trying to start a race shop right now. I haven't told anyone. Kind of a work race shop where I can work on cars. Sorry, my phone's going off. I have to put it on mute. Why is it still ringing? That's all I can think of right now. What else did I do? Oh, backpack? Man, I've created a lot of companies. I should get my thoughts in line before I do all this. But quite a few, I'd say over a dozen companies across my 10 years of life. Not all successful, so it kind of proves to you guys that not one idea will be successful. It'll take multiple ideas to find your gold mine. And I honestly haven't found my gold mine yet. And Tuna Crate's probably one of our better performing companies right now. But it could be better. It could be so much better. So for you guys who are starting stuff, and make sure don't just invest your time in only to one thing. Kind of spread your eggs out in multiple baskets, so that way if something does pop off, you can refocus it, but you don't gamble your entire 1 year or 2 years into one company and it doesn't ever go anywhere. So that's kind of a good lesson for you guys to kind of spread yourselves a little bit and then refocus back again. Jordy702, would you do a review of my car? Depending on where you are, sure, why not? Hit me up, slide into my DMs. It's about 19 minutes into this video. What still motivates you after all the drama with TJ? I don't want to talk about that very much. But this is from Laurent Maygreen. Okay, so it's less about, let's move this a little bit because it's a sensitive topic. Drama with TJ, right? Okay, great. Let's move it out of TJ's conversation and move it into what motivates me after shit that happens in life in general, right? Just not TJ. It could be with anybody else. What motivates me is like my I just hate not achieving my goals when I set them. And I really hate failure. And I really, really hate not doing anything with my time. So when something shit happens, and ironically, right before this video, some shit had just happened and it really fucking bummed me out. Like, if I can be completely honest with you guys, like I got teary is basically how bummed out I got today, right before this video, before I filmed this video. But what motivates me is like, all right, so do I sit there and just bitch, or do I get up and figure it out? And figure it out sometimes makes me want to go fucking fuck somebody up. But that's not the way this society works. So I have to figure out what to do within the means of society and my resources that I have. So, the time and money that I have, and not go to jail and stupid shit. I mean, so what do? Do I sit around? So no, I got up and I was like, you know what? Let's do something better, and let's go ahead and film a podcast video and kind of answer the Q&A that I promised everybody. I don't like being sad. Like, some people like being sad, to be honest. Some people like sit there and wallow in their stuff. Whenever I get sad, I go, all right, I don't like this feeling. Let me just get out of it and do something. And this is kind of my therapy with you guys, is to do a video. Or it can be out driving, or it could be out going to the gym, which I'm going to hit the gym hard today. Or don't eat. Don't eat when you're sad. I love eating, but don't eat when you're sad. Okay, I'm guilty. I'll eat sometimes when I'm sad, and I'll watch Star Trek for hours. But that's like my decompressed times. So what motivates me when shit happens is I don't want to be in the shit. So get out of the shit. Sorry for the word shit. You just got to get out of it. So my want to get out so bad makes me want to get out. Whatever coping mechanisms you guys have, you have to discover it early on in life, because if you grow up hurting yourself when you're sad, or eating when you're sad, or going dormant, like staying in your room and not talking to anybody, and I have people who do that. I know people who do that. That right there becomes a life adult habit and is very unhealthy. For me, is if we have a few minutes, I talked about this in one of my old podcasts. The reason why I work so much is because it became a habit. Because when I was in college, I had a breakup with this girl, and we were like dating through high school into college, and it was a long time thing. We thought we were going to get married and stuff. It made me really sad, and this is no secret to my close friends. It made me really sad. So, and instead of like sitting there fucking listening to sad music all day, I decided to work a lot. I decided to get 3 freaking jobs, college, and do fencing. And this is a true story. And that's what I did. I worked a ton to distract myself, because I was too busy at work, performing and making sure people are happy, performing as in like being good employee at work. And that's what I did. I distracted my time. By the time I got home, I ate, and I was too exhausted to be sad. So I went to sleep. Then I woke up because I knew I had to go to work, and I don't like letting people down. So I would show up to work and be the best employee I could for my boss. So that right there is kind of my coping mechanism. So for you guys, discover that. I mean, that's my best advice for you. And I can go on and on about coping mechanisms and getting yourself out of the shit. But to touch on that question, that's kind of what I did. That's kind of how I did. OC_Lexus, I see you always commenting. How to flip 10K just sitting in your bank? I'm a student and work at restaurant at minimum wage. Do you have 10K in your bank? That's really good. Save it. Don't worry about flipping it. Just complete college, work really hard, save that money. 10K is a good amount of money to be young and to have, even as an adult. Keep that 10K as a minimum. Don't even try to flip it. That's my advice to you right now. Don't even flip it. Just keep it for now. That's all I'm gonna say. Someone asked me if I'm a dad. I am a dad. How's my WRX? From white_boosted_WRX. It's good, dude. I am gonna be, well, you guys are watching this far, and I'm gonna tell you the secret now. We're wrapping it. Yeah, kind of cool, right? We're gonna literally wrap the WRX. And when I say we, I mean me and whoever else wants to help me at the office. We're going to be wrapping it, and I'm not going to tell you the color yet. I want to keep that kind of a secret, but no one knew I was going to wrap it. I'm doing a lot of cool things with vinyl lately. I've been hinting towards it with my channel. Just trying to discover new talents and skills that I have. Let me answer one last question, because we're like 24-ish minutes into it right now. I'll answer this one. This is easy. Kylan, that underscore Z32. Why do you hate me? We never hang out anymore. Kylan, you're so dramatic. You're like 2 hours away. You're not that far. You can come visit me. It's hard for me to go out there because I have my baby girl and I'm working all the time. Man, a lot of these questions are trying to stir up drama. I see a lot of like drama names in here, and I'm gonna kind of stay away from them as much as I can. Oh, does your pet peeve get bigger with more Tesla you get? This is from Mr. Car Pet Wolf. Quick answer. Basically, I think he says like I have pet peeves about my car, my Teslas, and is it getting bigger? I love the car no matter what. I'll be super clear about this. I love the fucking car, the X. I love the S too. But it's really expensive. It was really, really, really expensive. And it has a lot of small problems that a car that expensive shouldn't have. And I've accepted the fact that it's going to have these problems. And I said before I'd buy another one if I could, even with all the problems, because I love the technology. But I am waiting for the day where another company enters the market that are equivalently as big and as good, that can have the same charge network as Tesla. I'm more than happy to jump ship, because I'm not loyal to Tesla. I love product, and I'm not loyal to brand names. You know, like you can see me, I wear my own clothes. I don't wear Gucci. I don't wear like everyone hype beast, Gucci, Champion, all that. I only wear it if I like the quality of it. So my pet peeve has increased because like little things are starting to break as the years go on. And it kind of gets annoying because it gets really expensive. But I really love the car still. Really, really, really love the car. But we're 26-ish minutes in, and I don't know. I'll end it here for you guys today, but thanks for listening and watching. If you guys are on the podcast or on the video side, I will try my best to create more content, but I'm really thinking about Patreon right now as a way for you guys to continue your support and me to kind of pump out content for you. But it's been really hard to dedicate time on this side. I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. The YouTube space is kind of weird for me, but I'll thank you guys one more time. Hit me up on Snapchat. You guys already know I answer pretty much everybody on Snapchat. DMs on Instagram gets a little bit hard. But you guys heard a few secrets here being on this video and this podcast. But thanks for watching, guys. Love you guys like always. Seriously, seriously, seriously. And I will see you guys next time. Asian Bow. Peace out. Oh, shit. Hit the microphone. Okay, bye, guys.